This is pretty easy. Kind of hungry, man. Huh. I could go for some food right now. Hey, what's up? My name is Skylar Deem. I'm the founder of Reach Fat Loss and Fitness, where our goal is to help you get in the best shape of your life, build muscle, burn fat, and ultimately feel amazing, and do it all without counting calories, without spending all your time doing any strict dieting or torturous cardio, and truly being able to enjoy and sustain the process. Our goal is to make it as simple and as easy as possible, and what you're going to learn in this video, as well as all our other videos, has helped clients of mine drop fat, build muscle, but most importantly, build the confidence to know that they're going to keep the weight off for good. Before diving into it today, if you're looking for more awesome ways to simplify the process of getting healthy, make sure you tap that subscribe button. We're putting out videos every single week geared to get you in the best shape of your life. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how you can do extended fasts such as 24, 48, even 72-hour fasts without experiencing much hunger. And stick around till the end because I'm going to give you my go-to drink that you can consume while fasting that's been known to stop hunger in its tracks. Now, a lot of people think fasting is hard. And the truth is, from my own experience, as well as the experience of the over 30 clients that I've worked with, I can confidently say that it's not. Now, the truth is, if I had a penny for every person who told me they couldn't fast for 24 hours because they'd be too hungry, they need food too much, I wouldn't be very rich, but I have a good collection of pennies. But is it really that hard, right? And if it is currently hard for you, if you've attempted a 24-hour fast and you either haven't been able to make it to the 24-hour mark, or you've just gritted it out and been super hungry the whole time, what can you do to reduce that hunger? And that's what we're going to go over today. And so if you are in that position where you really don't believe that you can fast for 24 hours or more, or you just want to know how to reduce that hunger, the perfect example of this in action is my client Jack. Now, when Jack came to me, he had been trying to lose weight for over 30 years, and he had built the story in his mind that he was addicted to food, that he needed food, he couldn't say no to food, and that he was a food addict. Within a few weeks of working together, not only was Jack hitting a 36-hour fast every single week, but along with that, he was actually enjoying them. And the best part is that he was actually calling them a piece of cake. I've also had clients like Amy, who's crushed a 5-day fast, who's been energized during her workout, who's felt incredible for the entire duration. We've also got people like myself who've done a 7-day fast, which I've documented and you can go check out. I checked in the link in the description. And so what we're going to talk about today is not just some theory or concept, it's something that's been put into action by myself and my clients. So today we're going to go into 5 specific ways to reduce hunger while you're fasting, and not only reduce, but in a lot of cases completely eliminate. Number 1 is most important, and it is something that involves the time when you are not fasting, and it is making sure that you are eating nutritious whole foods when you actually do eat. If your current diet contains a lot of processed ingredients, it contains a lot of ingredients that shut down hunger signaling, that increase appetite and cravings, of course you're going to have a difficult time when you fast. So one of the best things you can do is clean up your diet, because when you pair fasting with a clean diet, your body now has the nutrients it needs, which is going to reduce that hunger. This has been night and day for some of the clients I work with, where the first few weeks we get them into a fasting schedule and it's a little bit difficult, and then week 2, 3, 4 comes along, we start to make shifts to what they're eating, and that's when the real benefits of fasting come, and when it becomes easy and enjoyable. So if your diet's in place, you are going to notice some awesome changes to how you feel when you fast. The second thing you can do to reduce hunger when you are fasting not only comes with the quality of food, but the amount of food. I'm very fed up with people coming from the diet mentality who think that to lose weight, you have to eat as little as possible. And so what people do if they don't have the proper guidance is they start this fasting routine, but then when they do eat, they're not eating enough. They're eating with that restrictive mentality of, I need to have as little food as possible. And if you do this long enough, you can severely damage your hormones, severely damage your metabolism, and you're just gonna be grumpy all day long. You're gonna feel awful. And so if you're under eating when you actually do eat, when you fast, your body's gonna go into this freak out mode because it doesn't have enough high quality nutrients. So make sure you are eating enough when you do eat, specifically protein. You wanna definitely emphasize that, because if you're not eating enough, it's gonna reflect that when you do start to fast. You're gonna be more hungry than normal. Strategy number 3 to make fasting easier, and truthfully, this isn't something that I'd say is required if you're doing something like a 24. Truthfully, it's not even required if you're doing a 5-day or a 7-day fast, but it will make it easier, is to make the last meal, and potentially even the last few meals, keto focused when you do eat before you enter an extended fast. The beauty of fasting is it allows your body to adapt once it's burned through the glucose in the body to switch over to burning your body fat. And so if you're entering a fast right after having a bunch of carbs or a bunch of sugar, your body still has to burn through that before it switches over to the body fat, which may be an uncomfortable transition for some people. And so by starting your last meal or 2 meals or even 3 meals before and making them keto based, you provide your body the opportunity to already switch over to burning body fat. Meaning when you enter your fast, you're going to be burning burning body fat for fuel, which is a very clean source of energy. It's going to allow you to have more mental clarity, more energy, and also it's going to reduce that natural hunger that you feel. So the simplest way you can do this is just to avoid fruit, avoid any other carbs like rice or bread, cut out any sugars, artificial or real, and then emphasizing getting high quality fats and protein. Before we get into strategies number 4 and 5, I'm curious, what's the longest fast that you've done? If you could leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Strategy number 4 to reduce hunger while you are fasting is to make sure that you are consuming both enough water and enough electrolytes. When your body's in this fasted state and it doesn't have food, one of the things that's really important is the amount of water and electrolytes you're consuming. Now, what most people think is that it's just water, and so they tune into drinking a little bit more water, which is great, but the problem is a lot of water sources today are much lower in electrolytes than they used to be. And so if you add just a little bit of sea salt or a little bit of an electrolyte powder or electrolyte liquid or something from another source, not only will the chance of you being extra tired or having a headache will go down, but the hunger you experience will go down as well. I can't count the amount of times where I've started to feel some hunger. I've drank a couple glasses of water and it's been completely gone. So make sure if you're doing a fast, even if it's just a 16-hour fast or something shorter, that you do prioritize water and electrolytes. Strategy number 5 is going to be my Rolodex of spices and other drinks that help you reduce hunger. So spices like cayenne, cinnamon, and ginger, or drinks like coffee, yerba mate, or green tea have all been shown to suppress appetite. And so one of my strategies when I'm doing an extended fast and I start to feel a little bit more hunger is to use either a drink of coffee or sometimes I'll throw in some spices like cinnamon. And it's pretty wild. You'll sometimes start to feel that hunger, and by having that drink, it can almost completely disappear. So a lot of people enter fast thinking that they just have to drink water and electrolytes. And while you can do that, if you're looking for the mental benefits or the mental toughness aspect of saying no to hunger, if you're doing an extended fast, either for the weight loss benefits or even the health benefits, it can be very beneficial to use these things to help you suppress that appetite. So those are my 5 things. Now, like I promised, I do have a go-to drink that basically instantaneously kills hunger and has been an awesome addition to my fasting routine. The drink is comprised of 5 simple things. So number 1 is water. Number 2 is actually a spice called cream of tartar. Now, I had a hard time finding this. I had to order it off Amazon, so I'll include a link below if you're looking to grab that. Number 3 is apple cider vinegar, which even though acidic outside of your body, when you consume it, it turns into alkaline, and so it can help shift that hunger. Number 4 is salt, again, talking about those electrolytes. And number 5 is actually lime juice. And so not only will this suppress your appetite, but it also does taste pretty decent. I don't want to say it tastes gross, like it does have flavor, which if you're fasting can be a nice addition. So those are my 5 things. I finally spilled my secret hack of my drink. This is actually something that we provide in our fasting experts guide. Now, a lot of people go into fasting thinking that it's just something they can do where they can just choose not to eat and that's it. And while that can be helpful, if you really want to maximize the health benefits and maximize the ease of fasting and also the fat loss benefits, there are other simple strategies like this that you can use to get better results. And so if you're looking to have everything in one place, we do have a fasting experts guide. I'm going to leave a link to that below in the description. That lays out step by step from before the fast, during the fast, and after the fast, how you can absolutely maximize the process. Burn the most fat, experience the least hunger, get the most health benefits. And so if you do want to check that out, I'll leave the link below. Along with that, if you are on a fat loss journey and maybe you're inspired to start to use fasting more or just to tap into our system more, go check the free training in the description of this video. In that training, we lay out exactly what we do and why it's so effective. And you also have the opportunity to book a call with myself to see if working together could be a good fit. But with that being said, as a reminder, we're putting out new videos every single week geared to get you in the best shape of your life. So subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. I'd love to have you as part of the community. And of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.